You see here, Shyam Joseph is of course there, Nanjaka Reddy on the flute, Raju on the mandolin, Noel on the drums. I think that is Anumant Rao and this thing. I don't find Gopalakrishnan on this, but is there? I don't know. Maybe he's there.
No, I didn't see him.
Yeah. Mangalamurthy is there. So his core team was outstanding. Each one was an expert. Here, that's where I want to bring in a thesis here that MSV was a great manager of team. Because each one of them was outstanding. It is like a CEO of a company having the best marketing talent, having the best finance talent, having the best R&D talent, having the best operations talent, and having to manage them, their egos, their expectations, their deliverables. How do you get them all together to work towards one objective, that we want to produce a song which is a winner? Just as we do in business to produce a product as a winner consistently. To manage a core team of outstanding professionals for so long is surely the hallmark of a great leader. Another thing I want to emphasize here is he was the one I found who harmonized human voice with orchestra. No matter how big the orchestra was, no matter how important the players were, the human voice retained its superiority. The human voice was dominant. With all the orchestra, will only support the human voice, will never drown the human voice. SPB can correct me if ever his orchestra drowned the human voice. He would never permit that. To him, human voice is supreme. So this is how he responded to the changes. It is not one piece that he did. He did all the pieces simultaneously. That made a telling impact. You can bring about one change at a time every year. He didn't have the time to do that. He had to bring in all the changes simultaneously. Look at the accomplishment there. Then we go to his practice. What is the foundation of his dominance? How did he dominate this industry for so long? What are the foundations of that? Basically, it's traits and practices. As a leadership, he had shared values, team effort. He would never say that I am the only person who's setting up everything. He would never even say that, look, everything is my creation. Anywhere you go to him, he will only say that it's teamwork, teamwork, teamwork. It is the singers who have delivered my music, but for them, where will I be? If my music can be good, but if they don't deliver it, where will it be? So it was team. Drive for excellence and perfection. You would never settle for a compromise. 99% was not good enough. It has to be 10 out of 10. How many times he would say, look, okay, if you have not understood, I will repeat, I will repeat, I will repeat. God knows him. So he was collegial, mixing with people, but everyone knew who was the boss. It's very clear. And it comes to marketing, which is where the whole business really thrives on. You may have good stuff with you, but if you can't market it, then there's no use. Sensitivity to customer needs, which is very important, particularly in a film industry. The customer here could be the producer and with the director. Now, K. Balachandran narrated one incident some years ago. When he made Bama Vijay, the film, he wanted a theme song which reflected the entire storyline. And for that, he said he had shot 10,000 feet by then. He put the entire 10,000 feet rush to Kannadasan, and I think MSV was also part of it. See, this is what I've shot, this is the movie. Now I want your lyrics and I want the tune. And it came out in a very simple yet very catchy song. Can we have that? What are we at? It's children who are singing this song. That's why the tune is like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. could see the impact that song made on the, the listeners. And it's so simple. I mean, only Kannadasan can do it, I guess. Delighting the customer. We always, in business, we say that, look, the customer is always right, he's the ultimate thing, and we must delight the customer. But how often can we, stretch ourselves to do that? And how he did that. I have a video here of P. Sushila narrating an incident. It's a film directed by Sridhar. And a song was, as you know, in Sridhar's movies, the song has to be approved by him. The tune has to be approved by him before it's recorded. So all approved, recorded, and the recording finished at 1 o'clock in the night. And Sridhar came at that time. When he heard the song, he said, no, I don't like this song. I want to change this tune. At 1 o'clock in the night. Normally, how a person would have reacted? He would have said, look, this is the tune you approved. You have done that. You can't ask us to go back to the drawing board again. Or alternatively, say it's 1 o'clock in the night. We have already done one shift. People are tired. Give us some time. We'll do it over the next 2-3 days. Because I have to think now what exactly you want from me. Because this composition you say is not good enough. But none of it. For MSV, at 1 o'clock if Sridhar is not happy, he has to be made happy before he goes home. Can you see that she's narrating in her own words?
Sridhar sir, 1 மணிக்கு வந்தார் நைட்டு. கேட்டாரு. சொன்னாரு, விசு இது நல்லா இல்லை, இன்னொரு டியூன் போடு. அது விசுன்னு கூப்பிடுவாரு, மன்னிச்சுக்கோங்க. அப்புறம் விசு இன்னொரு சரி ஓகே ரைட் எல்லாமே ஜோசப் வாங்கன்னு சொல்லி உட்காந்துட்டார் பியானோ கிட்ட. பியானோ நான் பக்கத்துலேயே இருக்கிறேனே, 2 மணிலேருந்து இருக்கிறாங்க. போக போக இன்னும் உஷாராயிட்டேன். 10 மணிக்கு மேலே இன்னும் நல்ல ஷார்ப்பாக அவ்வளோ வாய்ஸ். என்னங்க ராஜேந்திரன் சார், இவர் பக்கத்துலேயே இருப்பார் எப்போ, அவங்க அண்ணா பக்கத்துலேயே. அப்படியே பாடி அப்போ கம்போஸ் பண்ணி சூடா தோசை போட்டு சாப்பிட்ற மாதிரி சூடா போட்டார். வந்தது வந்தது செய்வேன். அப்புறம் அதாச்சா 2-3 மணிக்கு போனேன். இன்னொரு தரம் அப்புறம் தேடினேன் வந்தது.
So you can see that, ultimately Sridhar went home happy that he got a fantastic song. So that is the extent to which he would stretch himself. He would expect his team to stretch themselves, and they did it willingly. Nobody complained. Sushila could have easily said, sorry, at 3 o'clock in the night, I'm not going to be singing the song. I'll go home and come tomorrow. No. That was the, hold he had over the people. Never wanted to let him down. None of the team members ever, they felt bad if they let him down, which is again hallmark of a leader. Skillful management of B2B and B2C profile customers. You have to manage the customers in any business. There was one case where he narrated this incident. Ulagam Chuttum Malivan was a very challenging assignment for him for many reasons. I won't go into the details of that how many tunes he had to compose and whatnot. But at the end of it, it was a huge success. So one day MGR called him and said, you come home, I've got a box for you, cash. So MSV said, look, I don't need it. I'm fine, I don't need anything. Then he said, then somebody told him that if he's calling, better go. So he went there. First he was greeted with a all-wear malai, full-length malai. He had all the distributors of that film sitting around there. The distributors are, as you know, a very important part of the B2B customer. And he said, Ivangallan solranga. He never said I said it, I'm saying it. He said, Ivangallan kakranga, adutha padatthukku unakku stock irukana. Do you have stock for the next film? Have you exhausted everything in this? It is, it's a huge compliment paid in a probably left-handed way. So he knew that, look, okay, the distributors are important, and he was very confident that these songs will do well. Of course, SPP will have his views on that. The differentiated products for different situations. He was absolutely remarkable at that. You know, you give him a situation, whether it's come from Sridhar Balachandran or anybody BM he'll be ready with up to the challenge. And here I have three audios. One where at least 2 out of the 3 SPP is the main artist. First one was KB narrating a whole story through a mimicry mixed sound in Avalodu Thodrugathe. It's so difficult to mix a mimicry with the storyline, with the music, and see how seamlessly they merge. There doesn't seem to be, something to trying to connect to disconnected parts. So seamlessly smooth. Another example of where ventriloquism and music was combined for our adult film again sung by SPP. Can we have a bit of that?
மனம் கொண்ட இருமண வாழ்வில் இடையில் நீ ஏன் மயங்குகிறாய் இருமணம் கொண்ட இருமண வாழ்வில் இடையில் நீ ஏன் மயங்குகிறாய் இழகிய பெண்மை இருவகை பொம்மை ஏனினும் நீயும் ஏங்குகின்றாய் இழகிய பெண்மை இருவகை பொம்மை ஏனினும் நீயும் ஏங்குகின்றாய் கரையில் ஆடும் நாடலேடி கரையில் ஆடும் நாடலேடி சதியிடம் சொந்தம் தேடுகின்றாய்
That song had a tremendous impact on the audience. Even today that song is being sung in all the competitions. And how did I don't know who did that part of it. I think it's Southern or I don't know who did that.
Both by me and Salam.
Southern together. So when he talks about this, I hope he'll talk about some of these productions which are outstanding, unique. And third one was when, at that time, My Fair Lady had come some years ago. They had said, look, somebody said we need a song with running like a conversation at the same time music for AVM. So that's how Andanal Nyabagam was born. You know, when you are a leader and you have customers right across all the production houses, you will always get charged by saying you are partial towards some banners. You are partial towards AVM banner, or partial towards Vahini banner, or could be partial towards MGR, Shivaji. And how do you manage that kind of a situation? Actually, in fact, I think he treated all customers equally. I would be very surprised because some of the non-script movies, the songs have been so outstanding. There are movies which have never made the grade, but the songs are outstanding. So obviously, you know, for him, absolute standards were absolute standards, no matter what the banner is, no matter who the actor is. So he insisted on that. And that's what he practiced. He walked the talk. When he'd say, I treat everyone equal, he walked the talk. And human resources was his main armory, weaponry, to execute all the ideas that he had in his mind. So how did he go about that? He attracted the best talent. As you see the music here, with Shyam and others, each one was outstanding in his own department. And there were people who were senior to him before, who came and worked under him. He himself said that, I believe, Nanchappa Reddy was a regular, full-time salary member of a production house. When Vishwanathan MSP was only an assistant, then he had to call him and then say that, look, will you work with me? And he readily agreed, and he was one of his key persons in the whole scheme of things. Then he challenged the players by raising the bar. I think this is where I would expect SPB to give examples, because